It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to cover Algorand and the ALGO token. And this is going to be nothing short of a video that is going to get you probably exceptionally bullish on Algorand, both from a fundamental point of view as it relates to it as a blockchain project and also from a price point of view relating it to technical analysis. This is absolutely a video not to miss. We're going to be putting forward why we're so bullish on Algorand right now. And I think the best place for me to start is with a bit of a recap in regards to what took place at the Paris Blockchain Week. Now here we have Silvio Micali introducing something that he calls the fiat chain. And our tweet says, at the Blockchain Paris Week, Algorand's Silvio Micali, one of the greatest men to ever grace the cryptocurrency space. By the way, he has literally pioneered a lot of the protocols that we use today. Silvio Micali unveiled plans for a new fiat chain. For institutional use cases utilizing only stablecoins, a fiat chain would be integrated into Algorand, not as a sidechain, layer 2 or bridge. And that's part of the unique nature of Algorand's protocol. There's no forks. There's none of this nonsense that you get with other blockchains. It is an exceptionally impressive project, and we've continued to highlight that. And actually, before we dive into a clip of him sort of expanding on this, the very evolution of money, technologies bring with them innovation and they revolutionize entire industries and things. And with the, issuance of coinage, we ended up with coin money, metal coin money. Then we had the printing press, which gave us paper money. And then we had the internet, which gave us digital money. Now we've got crypto, which is going to give us stable coins. That is the evolution of money, ladies and gentlemen. And that's huge. That's hundreds of trillions of dollars. But it goes above and beyond that. Every single asset pretty much in the world that can be tokenized will be tokenized, because it essentially takes us from sending emails or sending letters to emails. Said that back to front there, kind of ruined it. But this is huge. And every institution right now, we know out of the top Fortune 100 companies, the vast majority are looking to explore this technology in regards to integrating it. Algorand has and is positioning itself for that wave of institutional adoption that we're on the cusp of. We're seeing those walls get broken down with regulations each and every day. What I want to do now, guys, is play a clip of Silvio at the Blockchain Paris Week to flesh this out a little bit more. And then we're going to be showing you guys why Algo's price chart looks brilliant. Let's dive into this.
I need the heart, I said. In this example, which heart do I choose? Well, do you mind if I choose the heart of Algorand? I may be partial, but that is the most institutional heart consensus mechanism you can find. Why? Because it doesn't fork. What does it mean that it doesn't fork? Transactions are immediately final, and there is a unique transactional history. More institutional than this you cannot find. We need a brain. Now, we have one heart, but we can have a multiple brain. By the way, everybody of us has multiple personality. There is our public persona, our private persona. I never have less than 7 in any moment in time, including now. So I give you 2. One is Solidity, for instance, that everybody knows, and one is the TIL, the Algorand smart contract system. Why? Because they have this lovely same block smart contracts that would be a pity to leave if they can erase completely counterparty risk. Then about my technology, this you better take 100%. Don't buy cheap imitations, and then you have a fiat chain. Okay? Let me tell you what my vision is. The fiat chain is going to bring the remaining 99 point blah 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 of assets on chain finally. And once they're on chain, all the grand blockchains of the world will benefit.
Now, if that clip doesn't get you bullish, I don't know what will. This is, I wouldn't say a pivot by Algorand, because I think this has always been part of their strategy, but a major turning in regards to their focus. And actually, you've got Silvio now talking about what's inevitable and Algorand's role in it, and that is the tokenization of every, and we're talking hundreds of trillions of dollars. How valuable, and in doing so, you totally innovate the financial system. And then what you end up with is these blockchains literally are what causes the global financial system to work and interoperate, and unlocks, like Larry Fink was saying in his letter to investors, democratization for markets. This stuff is huge, and people aren't bullish enough. And actually, let's do a little bit of recapping from a price point of view where Algorand is. It had a beautiful run that we looked at based on this falling wedge on the back end of last year, which we called, by the way. You guys will all remember it. You know, there's a falling wedge here. There's another one setting up today that we're going to look at in a second, which is why we're bullish. But from a purely market structural point of view, this is your accumulative range, what we look at as phase one. This was a breakout attempt into phase two. You're back in your sort of accumulative range. You're going to bounce off here and likely see continuation. This is setting up just like ADA did for me in the last bull market. And let's go ahead and put ADA on here. Okay, that's not the right one. So this is a chart that did spectacular for me in the last bull. This is Algo today. The same thing is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, why I brought you here today wasn't just to take a look at what Silvio had to say and the huge ramifications of it all. It was also to look at the smaller timeframes. Because I believe today we have a falling wedge setting up for Algorand. There's 3 impulses to this falling wedge. And I'll put it on the daily to make it a little bit simpler to see. And just like this one is going to lead to a major rally to the upside, which is in line with roughly where we think it is structurally. And fundamentally, there are 1,000,001, quite literally, reasons to be bullish on the crypto space as a whole, and of course, Algorand. And of course, this is broadly in line with everything else that we're looking at in the crypto space, and it's all giving us signals that this is about to break to the upside. So this falling wedge is going to see that continuation towards the upside that we believe you're destined for based on technically. You know, markets move like this. They move in this wave-like fashion. And Algorand has started its journey. It's had a real harsh pullback. Ellioticians look at this as a 2-wave. And now you've got really the rest of the bull markets coming. We certainly still have this double bottom 99 cents target for Algorand. I could see it going above and beyond all-time highs, certainly given where the space is as a whole at the moment. So we really wanted to update you guys because we haven't made an Algo video in a little while. Algo is a project that we're very friendly with the CTO, you know, et cetera, et cetera. We're friendly with a lot of the team at Algorand. And the reason we've gone and done that is because this is a blockchain that you can essentially trust in regards to its potential survivability. You know, you can't trust 100% really much in the cryptocurrency space, but Algorand is one of those projects that you can kind of rely on being here tomorrow. It's had no downtime. It's one of the most decentralized blockchains from a node point of view. It's one of the most secure, scalable, programmable, distributed ledgers that there are. And now, according to Silvio Micali, and the big takeaway there for me was essentially the fact that he's saying, look, we are actively going after the institutional pie here. And we're going to look to create a fiat chain where institutional instruments, he says 99.9% of the ones that aren't on chain are going to come on chain. And actually he's looking to use that to benefit the entire cryptocurrency space. And I think that's a smart strategy, you know, because there's going to be key players that are going to enable this space and enable everything that comes with it. But that's it from us in regards to Algo. Just quickly, we'll take another look at the price action or the price chart. It's not long, in my opinion, before this falling wedge leads to a major move to the upside. I mean, this is just a textbook falling wedge. Could actually coincide with the 99 cents target getting met. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride, but the cryptocurrency space always is. The path to success in crypto is one filled with extremely harsh to deal with pullbacks. But you can see 1, 2, 3 impulses in this falling wedge. A real restriction. Also, if you look at volume throughout this, it's been restricting. So your volume profile has been sloping off. What you're going to get is a expansion of volume, an expansion of volatility, and that's going to take you to the upside, in my opinion. Just like this one did down here. You know, it could do this. It could essentially bounce here. But you're ultimately destined for continuation, in my opinion. And we are bullish on Algorand, guys. We're bullish on it from a price point of view, as we've just shown you, but also on a fundamental point of view. And we think they're truly doing some amazing things. And like I say, and I can't highlight this enough, as far as blockchains are concerned, Algorand is one of the most impressive. You know, I'm running a node on Algo. It's very impressive to see how many nodes they've got up and running right now. Whichever way you look at this project, you can only come to one real conclusion, and that is being bullish on it. That's it from me, guys. I'm going to love and leave each and every one of you. If you're not already a subscriber, do consider becoming one. We're one of the fastest growing YouTube channels and one of the only growing YouTube channels as it relates to the cryptocurrency space during this period of volatility, geopolitical uncertainty, economic uncertainty. And that's the beautiful thing about being a technical analysis. We don't really have to listen to what everyone else is saying. We've got to look at the charts and apply our knowledge to it. And that's going to be our guiding light, regardless of what the headlines may say. That's it from me, guys. I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.